My name is Athena Carter, and my thesis is on rebooting public spaces. Information and communication technology, specifically social media, has produced a culture increasingly obsessed with change. The constant fluctuation of the life of the city fights against the static backdrop of its physical environment. This has resulted into the decline of traditional forms of public space. Here, architecture is unable to create a bidirectional relationship between the physical and virtual realms. This thesis attempts to reconcile this interconnected relationship through the creation of a new public space typology that uses open source strategies to produce a complex, real-time, adaptive system for social organization that is centered around specific fluctuating program. The advent of the virtual public sphere affords people the ability to generate spaces instantaneously through collective crowdsource activation and the ability to spatially organize around particular concerns without the constraint of physical proximity. Now, the crisis in physical public spaces is also due to the lack of opportunity for the public to have a contributory role in its formation. How can we turn physical public space into open source software where collectively sourced participation can be leveraged as a form of social empowerment as well as embedded in local issues and desires? Situated and sentient technologies that collect, store, and monitor information from the city have transformed the way we perceive the city. Sight is no longer just geographic and static, but rather it's a layered datascape of the flows of constantly fluctuating information. Here, the potential lies in its ability to actually affect 3D space. Open source data as an active agent on the landscape in the production and formation of physical public space. In order to create a bidirectional relationship between 2D and 3D spheres, the datascapes cannot be completely dependent on physical and ambient inputs, but rather it's the hybridization between these and those generated through the collection and filtering of real-time recorded crowdsourced data captured by a vast system of mobile locative communicative devices. From here, I used the sidewalk as a prototype. I saw potential in its static infrastructure as a way of embedding this information processing, thus transforming it into a dynamic supporting network of instruments. I also looked at different deployable technologies focusing on inflatables, using different methods such as tenserity and pneumatic muscles as a way of creating an architecture that's easily deployable and retractable without human interaction. So there starts to develop a type of catalog of infrastructural modification responding to desired or sensed physical and ambient input strategy. Each category starts to take on a different characteristics in order to maximize the capacity to respond to both the physical strategies of organization, programmatic needs, and the ability to augment ambient experiential qualities.